Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the countdown? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we're back at it again with 600 Seconds with HYLO Art, and we have
Darius
with
Dirty Visuals.
Alright, let's get into it. Tell us about yourself. Can you tell us about yourself?
My name is Darius Dantzler. I do video production and photography. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. I'm born and raised, and I'm still in Columbia, South Carolina. I run a company, Dirty Visuals, like I just said. I do video production and photography. I'm based out of South Carolina, but I travel everywhere.
Oh, so you like to travel?
I do. I love to travel.
Have you, what's your favorite place you've visited so far?
Favorite place I visited? Probably because I've been there so many times other than everywhere else, is probably New York. I got a lot of family up there, and I used to go up there every year, like Christmas time, so it's my favorite spot.
Cold.
It's the jungle, yeah. So what's not to love?
Alright, do you have a place that you haven't visited yet?
I got a lot of places that's on the bucket list, or on the list I haven't crossed off yet. I think the one spot, if I can name one spot, it'd probably be like Fiji, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
I just
okay,
wanna,
somewhere exotic.
yeah, enjoy the air.
Okay.
Like, it's a different environment.
Right. How'd you get started?
With the camera, I got started in, I want to say 2014, 2015. I actually got started in high school. I started off in the yearbook class. My teacher, one of my favorite teachers from high school, Miss Washington. So she literally begged me. I was in her science class. She begged me to join the yearbook club. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. It's gonna give me the credit I need to graduate. It's just a class. It's gonna pass. So I'm physically doing it. I made the yearbook with other people, of course, but I made the yearbook, and then like probably 6 months later, I stopped doing it. I went to school off a scholarship for football. I did that. So my first year, I tore my ACL. Don't make a long story short, I tore my ACL, and sitting in recovery, my friends are all in my ear like, well, what's your next move? What's your next move? They're like, man, you might as well hop on the camera and let's make movies.
Right. Look.
And look where I'm at.
So shout out to your friends, and definitely shout out to Miss Washington.
For real. Appreciate you.
Shout out to favorite teachers.
For real. I ain't even.
So would you say she was a big influence, or like who are some of your influences or people you look up to?
People I look up to, it probably have to be mostly people in my family, because I like to keep things tied in. That's what you're going to learn from, because that's where your genes come from, for me. So whether it's good or bad, you learn from all of it. You learn from the mistakes. You learn from the upbringing, and just pick up with everything and learn and move.
That's deep.
Sure.
Really like keeping it tight, keeping it in the family, just moving as one. That's really important.
That's what's going to teach you.
Right. Do you have a best work that you've put out so far?
Ooh, I got a lot of fire out. I can't lie to y'all. So if y'all follow me on Instagram at Dirty Visuals, you're going to see a lot of work, and that work look good. I think my best project is one I haven't done yet.
Look, so make sure y'all follow him when he drops that. When we drop that,
it's coming every day.
Social media.
We dropping it.
What's the current project that you're working on right now?
Current project that I'm actually working on. So shout out to my man Vincent at Instagram. On Instagram, his name is Vinstagram. He does car photography. So for the last 2 weeks, he's been reaching out to me like, hey, I need a guy to go with me on these roller shots. So I've been going with him on these roller shots, and it's been fun. So I'm working on car trailers now, and that's my first time ever doing it. So for me, it's an adventure, and I love doing it.
Oh, I love it when different artists and people come collab.
Yeah, definitely. That's the biggest thing. Network.
Right, got to. And since you're a family man, what's your favorite childhood memory?
Oh, I got a lot of memories. I got a lot of scars from the memories, mentally and physically. I don't know. Off the mind, just because you brought it up, probably like climbing trees with my brother. Riding dirt bike trails with my brother, enjoying life, not knowing that we're young, you know what I mean?
Right, not having
responsibilities. You think the world is over, but it's just beginning.
Right. You want to grow up so bad, but...
yeah, it ain't worth it. Take your time.
Take your time. Now, if you weren't in visual arts, what would you be? What would you be doing?
I'd still be the person I am today. I'd still be an entrepreneur. I'd still be a businessman. So the funny part is, coming up my whole life, I knew I would be a business person. I knew I didn't want to work for somebody else. I wanted to make my own money, make my own time, and actually, I didn't know how that process was going to come about. So that's why it's so funny how things align in life, that it's like, stay the course, and that's what happened. So I'm not sure where I would be, but I would be successful.
Either way.
Happy, for real.
Do you have any advice to young business owners, entrepreneurs?
My biggest advice would be to network, and network until you can't stop networking, because you're not going to get yourself where you want to be.
Right.
It's going to be the people that's around you. It's going to be the environment that's around you, the people that you don't know. So a lot of things, I'll say this, a lot of people are worried about the people they grew up with. They won't bring you success. It's going to be the people, the billions of people in this world that you don't know.
That's very true. That's facts. I've been experiencing that because I'm in 20, so I still got a lot to learn, but I've been experiencing that just throughout the years. Like, wow.
Yeah, and it takes a toll on you emotionally. Like, why are these people that I grew up with not supporting me? And it's a bigger thing for me. It's like, and I hate to say this, but it's been a long time coming. Just like any rapper, up and coming, you got to get out your city once you get to a certain point, because people in your city are envious. So just like when you're coming up, people feel as if, and it's not everybody, but for the large majority, it comes off as if, okay, he's successful and he's done what he's needed to do, and why haven't I done that? So why am I not on that level? You get what I'm saying? And I'm not, by far, I'm not where I want to be. I'll get there though, but a lot of that is
a lot of
envy.
people are jealous of like little things, like
You got to take the risk.
like you got on shoes.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
little stuff. And you
If
don't
you want to
really
live
know,
like this, you got to take the risk.
I just got on shoes.
For real. This is what I do.
Now, has COVID-19 had an impact on your career?
It did. It did, because I was a little dramatic about it when it first happened. So when COVID first happened, I was like, oh, okay, so we're going to be secluded. We're going to be in boxes. Like, we're not going anywhere for 2 weeks. Okay.
No
so we know how that. What you say?
No toilet tissue, no food.
Oh, God. Yeah, we was in the drop for a minute. We was in the drop for a strong minute. So for me, COVID actually enhanced my career. COVID made me quit my job.
Shout out to
So
COVID.
2020 has been a roller coaster for me. So COVID started in February with really big outbreaks and everything happened. So up until that point, I was actually working at the post office. You know, making good money, you know, what everybody wants, safe, secure. So come about April, I made my mind up that if I want to take this risk and live the way I want to live and do the things I want to do and enhance my life and get where I want to be, I have to actually take that leap of faith. And that's where I was at. So COVID has made my life. If it wasn't for COVID, I probably would still be working at the post office, scared to show my talent to people.
Right. Yo,
For
that's
sure.
really amazing, because a lot of entrepreneurs, they got in grind mode and
Sure.
like was like, look, it's either gonna work or it's gonna work.
There's so many, way more ways to make money. There's so many ways to make money out here.
Especially virtually, online. What? It's sick.
Business is up.
It's sick. Now, how are you going to change the world, or do you even want to change the world?
Ooh, I would love to change the world. So I feel like I change the world every day. Every person I reach, every person I touch, every person I meet, it's crazy. That's why I say network, because you don't like, okay, somebody will hit you with a stiff face because they don't want to be bothered. You get what I'm saying? It's just so much happening in life, and somebody's not worried about your life. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I try to impact every day, every person I talk to, like giving them a positive influence, tell them, hey, all right, I see what you're doing and I'm proud of you, but you could do this and add to your craft, like just like I would want somebody to be me. So I feel like I help the environment every day, I help society every day, and I try to.
That's dope. And is that a reason for people to follow and support you as well?
For sure. So I would say this. So for people to follow and support me, the reason I want them to support me is because I'm supporting other people. It's not about me. And it took me a minute to realize that. Starting a company, I'm like, okay, how am I going to make money? How am I going to make a living? How am I going to reach the audience where I needed to? So, and it was a humbling experience, but 6 months into it, I'm like, okay, so you're creating for other people. This isn't about you. This story isn't yours to tell. So now I'm at the point where I'm actually telling other people's story and I enjoy it so much. I think that's why people should follow me, because I'm telling the person that they're following the story. The next up and coming is coming through me.
Right. How old are you?
I'm 23.
You're 23 with all this knowledge?
Yeah, God bless me.
Look, y'all better follow and support.
For real, dirty
23,
visuals.
that's deep. Because people in their 40s and 50s still haven't learned a lot of the stuff that you're talking about. So that's really
Trial and error though.
trial and
I've
error.
always been a people person, and it's just been like, so I was a people person too much sometimes where it gets you hurt, you know, because you too much involved in other people's life, and it make you take a step back. But going through tragedies, it makes or break you. And for me, it makes me, because it's like, well, I learned from this.
Right.
What do you learn every time? You're always going to fail because it's inevitable. You fail. What do you do when you fail? Because you're going to fail.
Right. Get back up.
That's what it's about.
All right. Now, is there a creative that you want to work with?
For sure. So I want to network with everybody in Columbia.
Okay.
Everybody in South Carolina. If you're willing to work with me, let's work. Whether the budget's right, we can work everything out. But I want to work. So for me, like, why not? Why not work? I don't care if you're doing reggae band or if you're doing like church choir. Let's do it. If you want to work, let's work.
Okay. Now, let's get into some faves. Do you have a favorite creative that you look up to?
I do. And it's weird. So being a creator, it's weird for me to watch other creators because then you emulate what they do. So for a long time I had, my number one favorite, because I shoot videos now and I do video production, is Crispy Cam. And that's all respect to Crispy Cam. Like, his intro is, ooh, Crispy, like, it's amazing. So I watch a lot of his music videos now, a lot of Colombian influence. Shout out to Cameron Rico, because if I didn't watch him come up, I wouldn't be where I was at today. I sat there and watched him film a music video in 2017 behind the scenes before I was really big bringing the camera out. I watched him film a music video and it was amazing. And I was like, okay, this is how you bring art to the game.
All right. And speaking of films, do you have a favorite movie?
I don't. I love all movies. I like to watch movies. It doesn't matter if it's comedy. Like, I just don't
All
have a favorite.
genres?
All genres. Like, I'll watch a chick flick. Like,
Really?
but I won't
You a
watch it
real
just to
one?
watch it. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
You still a real one?
Yeah, for sure.
Because all the guys be tripping like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, it gotta be a good story.
Make them watch it, sit down, promise them like some popcorn, something after.
Yeah. If it's not a good story though, then we gotta change it. If it's not good, we're not watching it.
What about a TV show?
TV show, I don't watch TV. I don't have cable. I've been on the computer editing too much.
That's how we do. That's how entrepreneurs
That's
do
how
it.
you work.
You don't have cable.
You gotta
you don't
cut
have
certain
time.
stuff off of your life.
Okay. We listen to podcasts.
Oh God.
Okay.
HYLO Art. That's where I'm
HYLO Art.
watching HYLO Art.
Hey.
All right, now tell the people again how they can follow and contact you.
Alright, so I'm on social media, on all social media platforms at Dirty Visuals. If you don't see at Dirty Visuals, it'll be a DV logo. And if you don't see that, make sure you look for the great content. If you can't find me, I'll also be on Facebook. My name is Darius Dantzler. If you can't find me, I'm on Facebook at Darius Dantzler. And you can always find me because I'm everywhere. I have a website also. I'm sorry.
Your website?
I have a website also. It's www. Of course, dirtyvisuals.com. I appreciate y'all.
All right, and we'll drop that below as well, so y'all can definitely follow him. All right, let's give it up for Dirty Visuals.
I appreciate y'all for having me.